Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Terratech with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to our glorious capitalism station, where we left off. Now, in today's video, we are finally, I promise, going to spawn in the Nomad into the real world, into the campaign, and then, honestly, I think we'll just do some missions with it. And that will signal the end of this season, because I feel like I've got the ultimate goal done. We are nomads. We can put down these lovely stations nice and easily, now they're saved. We can easily make the Nomad, now we're making so much money passively. Although it's not as quick as I thought it might be. It's very passive. I could just sit here and AFK for a good 10-20 minutes and then come back to a million more block bucks. So I think we have definitely got all of the stuff done. We've built an aircraft, we've built these drones, we've built bikes, we've built a lot of fast vehicles, and a lot of portable stations. So, all we need to do now is buy all the stuff we need. Or land in the most awkward place ever. I'm sure this will cause no problems at all. Capitalism should not go through your head. If capitalism is going through your head, please consult your doctor. Okay, so, load techs. The Nomad 2 and the Nomad 3 are the two versions we have, one of them with wheels, one of them without, and just extra tracks. So we need all of these items, which are definitely going to cost us way more than 1 million. I think the 3 is slightly cheaper because it's not using as many Hawkeye weapons. And my phone totally didn't go off next to the microphone, because I'm a professional. Also, I'm starting to hate the Geocorp Mass SCU, because everything you spawn nearby either gets stuck underneath it, or gets stuck behind it, because it has so many just hit points. Hitboxes is what I was trying to say there. Apparently I can't talk. So instead, let's put down the Maze SCU over here, and hopefully that'll be a little bit more effective. Hopefully. Maybe not, but I guess we'll just find out very, very soon. There we go, put down the Hawkeye, payload terminal as well. Okay, let's get back to purchasing the stuff we need for the things we love. So first of all, let's go with the 6 portable SCUs, which are, of course, from Venture, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll just skip ahead now, because this may be the most boring thing you can possibly do in Terratech, purchasing items from terminals and then waiting until you have enough money to purchase more. Truly, the height of entertainment. This really shows how big the Nomad is. I just spawned in 10 of those weapons and it covered all of this area. That's just like part of the front of the Nomad. Probably could have built it smaller. Of course people have built far bigger things in Terratech, but normally I don't build the really huge designs, so it's going to be weird when this thing's actually spawned in, because I have no idea what I'm meant to do with it. And that just looked weird. We're almost there. I now have all of the batteries, all of the shields, all of the thrusters, all of the regular blocks, all the decorations, and almost all of the weapons, with the exception of the Venture weapons and the broadside cannons. That's all we've got left to purchase now. And we're about to find out something, because people couldn't seem to agree in the previous video if these veins will ever actually run dry. Now, if we have a look at one of these, you can see that little gauge there, the green and red, and the pointer on it. Now that originally starts in the green, and has slowly moved all the way over there. So we're going to see very soon if they can be run dry. I'm kind of hoping so, because that means you actually have to move around. You can't just camp out one area forever. There's a tech in the tree. I'm going to leave him there. I'm going to call him George. Hello, George. Well, there we have it. It seems like the veins can indeed run out. By the sound of things, with everyone sort of disagreeing if that could happen, it must have been updated or perhaps changed in the past, but clearly, if you stay there too long, you will completely run out of the vein. Now, the vein will come back later, but for now, we need to move on and get somewhere else. I have now purchased almost all of the Venture weapons over the last few minutes. It really doesn't seem like you're earning that much, but even after just 5 minutes, it does add up very quickly. Well, less so now that half of them are off, but still. So, it's going to remove all of these. I also need to get the one which has been selling just over the hill there, and what I would like to do is go to the, oh, what's it called? The biome with all the pillars. Is it literally just called the pillar biome? Whichever one it's actually called, I'd like to go there and see if we can set up, since it does have a bit more variation in the types of resources. Normally, it looks like green is the best idea, because the green resource, whose name I can never remember, tends to spawn in these clumps, which means you can have loads of them all going at once, and although it's only the second best resource, well, a lot of the second best resource is better than a little of the best. So, I'll be right back once we've found a new place to set up shop. Okay, I think it's time to pack up. I just bought the last of the venture weapons. I had a couple more to buy. I also purchased a load of the other stuff, and actually, there's a very small chance we might be able to make one of the versions of the Nomad right now, and that, of course, is the cheaper version, which is the one with the wheels, not the one with the extra tracks. My god, as soon as I leave, nature reclaims this area. That is bizarre. So I suppose that is showing that if I were to leave those things going, our harvesters, the resource zones wouldn't respawn, so we do actually have to move. Not by much, mind you, just, you know, off the resource zones themselves. I really wish there was a button to just remove all of the techs in an area, especially if I'm going to be doing this in the next season, since I want to make all this more efficient. I guess I will learn better ways of doing all this, but for now it's a bit weird. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because if you right-click these, it now brings you up to this menu and you can't get them to go back into your inventory unless there's something that you can click normally. There you are. Also, look at that poor drone in the background. I have no idea what's going on there. The capitalism is gone! It screams in pain. Oh. We can actually make the Nomad. Well, that is a shock. It's a bit difficult to place, but there we go! Now, I will still... Oh, God, get out of there. I will still go on over and find a new zone, because I want to be able to spawn in both of them, but... We're back. Also, the audio just went really quiet. I don't know why, but the game's audio has almost muted itself. I don't know why this happened. I'll fix it in a second. Oh, we're down to only 15 FPS. It's beautiful. And now I'm going to despawn it because I simply want more money. But yeah, seriously, how long's the audio been so low? I'm currently recording on only one audio track because the game is really laggy with the Nomad, so I simplified my recording software. Which means probably there's been very little in-game audio. I'm a professional. Game? Oh god, game! You are kidding me. Okay, no, go away, go away, go away now. I thought that would be fun to see it fall off the side. Come on, hurry up and go back in so I can see how much damage I just did. Oh my god. Well, I don't know what to say now. So, I've managed to glitch my camera, and by doing so, I've got a little bit of the stuff back. The problem is, a lot of stuff was simply destroyed. I also tried the old trick of Alt F4ing as soon as it happened, well, as soon as the last clip was over, and it did revert the game, but still to a point in which the tech was being destroyed. I really should have done that instantly. That may have saved the tech, but I'm not normally one to use that, or cheats in general. As people know, I'm not even a huge fan of mods, which make a game easier. So I didn't think about doing that instantly, and I think I've lost several million block bucks worth of stuff. And hours of gameplay. Yeah. I need to consider what to do next, because right now I'm a little bit salty. Gotta be honest, a little bit salty. Just wanted a cute clip of something as large as the Nomad falling off something. Thought it would look cool, nice for the video. But no. Oh, hello there. Okay. Now that's a thing, isn't it? So, I can pull these out, can't I? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Okay, is there a way I can just put the... Oh god, this is a risk. Can I put this in here? Oh, stop. Let me go inside, please. Can I glitch this to get these back, is the question, because otherwise it's going to take forever. You know what? Not worth that bloody risk. I'm just going to throw... Oh, saying that, is there a timer before these start to despawn? Don't know. Either way, let's see if we can get all these things out. We've definitely lost some of the things because the batteries exploded. Oh, that's good. Now they're interacting with this, maybe they won't despawn. I'm not sure how the despawn system works. Well, that wheel is now free. Aha! There we go! We've got an SCU on the inside. Oh, I am so happy this worked. Still, there's so much we're gonna have lost after that, but this is recoverable. This is recoverable. Tried to look up if there's console commands or any way to revert the saves. First time really doing so, and I can't find anything. Which I guess is good. I mean, I'm glad I don't know a way to do that, because then I'd be tempted to cheat in the future. This is oddly satisfying to watch. Seems like actually a lot of it survived. I am seeing batteries, so hopefully the cab died fast. Yeah, the best bet we have is that the cab died first, or close to first. So everything else didn't detonate, because the whole thing would have just fallen apart. And by the looks of things, that may be the case. I'm really hoping that was the case. Now, getting the stuff back. So, what are we still missing? Not many of the weapons, actually, because, yeah, a lot of the missiles are back. We needed, like, 30 of those. Not many batteries have came back yet, but we're still going, Oh. Yep, I'm gonna stop now, because I'm making myself feel a little bit sick. Aha! There's a second stash over here. I have now been doing this for over 30 minutes. And people say the game is still a little bit buggy. Now, excuse me while I try and spawn this inside of the building. Stop it. Camera. You're still making me feel remarkably ill doing that. Come on, guys, move out. Let's stop in one place. There we go. Oh, that's brilliant. We got almost everything back. Just missing a few items, most of which... Actually, no, only one of which is explosive. That's fine. We've got almost everything back. I am no longer that salty. Happy Lathrix is back. And now we go back to trying to find capitalism. This time in the pillar biome, or whatever it's actually called. Right now, I don't really care what it's called. It's just money. Now remembering why I love the bike so much. The drone is the easiest thing we have, the fastest thing is one of our regular flyers, but the most fun, by far, is the bike. Because it just feels faster. Now, we still haven't found the biome I want. Oh, that jump, though. I am considering re-adding some of the thrusters on the bottom so that we can do jumps on this thing, but I need to balance it better. Ooh, hello. Ooh, that looked like it hurt, mate. Bye! Unsurprisingly to anyone, it turns out having the rotors the correct way around, the propellers the correct way around, is actually really good. I've also added some more wheels, so this thing's a little bit easier to control. Now, I believe this is the most expensive resource. It's either this or the dark orange one. Come on, let's just... There we go. Just wanted a few to be destroyed so I can actually use them. Currently on the ice biome, meaning that even basic movement is incredibly difficult with something like this, which only handles well at high speed. And gets worse and worse the slower it is. So I'm just going to float here. And... Yep, 240. I think I underestimated how many of these can spawn in a cluster. Only problem is I don't really want to work in the ice biome, and also I still really want to see the other biome again, so... Definitely an option for making a lot of money, since they are worth more than the green. Which are 233, I believe? So not a huge difference, but still. Here we are in the lovely biome we were looking for. All the spikes and the pillars, whatever you want to call it, it's here. Pillar biome, column biome, biome, or John, that is where we are. So my question has been answered quite sadly, is do any of these actually leave behind their resources? And by the looks of things, they don't. That's really annoying, actually. So what I'm going to have to do is move on. But at least we found this biome once again and answered that question, because if we didn't answer it now, we'd have to find it in the next series, which is all about, you know, building a base and making lots of money. So good to know this area doesn't seem to be what I was hoping it would be. Yeah, great for one harvest, but then it seems like it's pretty much dead. Maybe some of them will leave behind the resources if they're shiny, just like normal resource zones, like the rocks can leave behind oil or whatever you want if they're shining, but it seems like there's not many of them, if any. Okay, so I guess back to the grassland, back to green. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11, 12. Although it might be 11, because I'm not sure how many are over there exactly. Okay, still enough. Problem is, we've scattered them so far that even sitting in the middle, enemies do seem to like spawning near them. But I think here's probably about the best we can hope for. Let's get rid of this one, since that spawned while I was doing stuff over there. Then hopefully we should be safe to just sit here and wait for the money again. Is it worth grabbing the last 2 green crystals? There's one there and one there. I don't think so, because they're a bit further out. Time to sit. Again. So it turns out I was a little bit silly, and we do actually have more stuff to repair the Nomad than I originally thought, because I didn't use the scroll wheel, because in the hype of the moment I wasn't really paying attention. It's still not that bad. And we'll definitely get enough money here, so now what I'm going to do is spend this time to edit the rest of the video together, because I have been playing for a few hours now, and then by the time I'm done editing this section, I should be able to come back and simply purchase all the stuff we need. We're not that far off. We got almost all of the weapons. It's mostly just the batteries that exploded, and a couple of wheels, one of which, well, sort of went to freedom. Hello there! I'm the Nomad! Perfect cannons. Tiny missiles. Lovely. If we gave this thing an actual AI, we could totally use it as a defense turret. Just plonk it down somewhere, because even without the ability to turn, those little missiles will definitely get the job done. But for now, let's just power up. We do have like 90 batteries to charge up, which is going to take a while, even though the entire inside here is covered with solar panels, which happen to work, even if they're not actually in, you know, the light. Which is a bit weird, must be said. It's a bit weird. Not long now, though, until we can also summon in the other version of the Nomad, obviously only one at a time, which is going to be designed for the flatlands. The idea is, this one can move even on uneven terrain with the wheels, then the other version, which I think looks better, can move on the flatlands and harvest from areas like this, so we just swap between the two. There we are. We can now summon in both versions of the Nomad. So, I think it's only fair we go out and we test them out a little bit. So, I'm going to harvest around here using this version, then we're going to do a couple of missions using the other. The question is, should I just leave these running? Is there any real harm if they get destroyed? Weirdly, the answer is no. The reason is they're just so cheap. Each of these little miners only costs a couple of thousand, as in the total cluster, and then the refineries are the same. Incredibly, incredibly cheap. So I'm just going to do this so I can actually get rid of these. These are the only things I do really want to protect, and these are, of course, the pay terminals, so that we can purchase stuff, or payload terminals, or whatever they're actually called. Ahem. I've noticed this bug more and more recently. Now, thankfully, tomorrow they should be updating the game to the next version, which I think is a lot of bug fixes. So here's hoping that happens, because this is really annoying. Just, there we go. Enemies fighting each other, blissfully unaware that I'm right next to them, just casually harvesting some rocks. I wonder if I can harvest him. Well, them. Hello, friends! Just holding down fire here so the weapons actually spin. That was kind of perfect. Their size was just about right, so I could easily harvest them like that. Okay, let's back up a little bit. I think I've got some of them currently stuck underneath me, which is a weird thing to say. Let's just destroy you, and then I'm going to back up so we can use the black holes in the back. Lovely. I will say, turning on the spot is still really difficult with this craft. I could make it lighter, but I don't mind moving slow. It's kind of part of the whole look of this thing. Is that close enough? Yes, it is. There we go. We can now absorb all of these, and then we can carry on. In fact, we could even just scrap them. Because we have the scrappers at the back, yeah, it wouldn't take much effort at all to just put all these over here and start scrapping them instead. I think I have that really weird bug where it looks like I'm in the build mode in terms of that little laser above us for a little light show. Well, that's a bit curious. Hello. Goodbye. Okay, so the main weapons aren't the best when it comes to harvesting enemies. It kind of destroys it a little bit too fast. Yay, I even managed to finish a mission. Well done. Where is the chest, then? Ow! My butt. Should have guessed. Thankfully didn't destroy anything, but still. Is that the platform hover? Oh no, it's the platform. Platform. It's like the platform hover, but without the floaty float. Floaty float. Seems that I forgot to turn on the pacemaker, so everything was taking absolutely forever to get harvested. Oh, hello. Oh, aren't you a big chap? Bit glitchy as well. Yeah, that was one press of the spacebar. Oh, you didn't die? No, I think you may have died from the first volley anyway, it's just taking a while. I think it's safe to say that the Nomad is very happy on the flatland. It's not really going to be under risk from pretty much anything. Also, I can't be bothered to harvest that enemy. Still a bit slow though. Honestly, if I were to redo the Nomad from scratch, I'd make it smaller. I like it as the impressive end game vehicle, which it definitely is. I absolutely love it, but in functionality, it's just a bit too cumbersome to really be used consistently. I think that's the main problem. It's actually more of a war vehicle. Well, it is still an all-in-one at least. It's a scrapping base, it's a harvester, it's obviously good in a fight with that many batteries and that many shields, and all of the vulnerable parts being so much in the center. Still annoyed that we can't use the harvesters without firing all of the weapons, though, because this is really annoying. There we go. Minor issues. Minor issues. Oh, there is another enemy. Oh, they're tiny! Oh, look at him! So it turns out those missiles are incredibly good at short range. I don't think I'll be able to harvest this one, it's so small. Did one of you knock off my weapon? That's just rude. Thank you. Yeah, things okay there. Sometimes it looks like some of the bubbles are missing because of how they kind of hide each other. Let's see about there. Yeah. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. They're not the strongest weapons, these harvesters. Oh, we're healing him as well. Oh, ow, that looked, torture mode activated. Then if we actually activate them, it's pretty much instant death. Once again, hotkeys, Terratech guys. I love you to bits. You're great developers, very talkative on Twitter, very responsive to YouTubers. The only thing I ask for still is hotkeys. Let me bind weapons and different movement parts to different keys. That's all I ask for. Ooh, lovely. Now, this is really cheaty. We are now anchored, meaning we are actually gaining power. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, you're still alive. I just love doing that so much. It's actually quite good for getting parts as well. It's the only way I can reliably not just destroy all the parts. Because the Bertha cannons have a habit of, well, exploding things. Because they're explosive. Boom is basically what I'm trying to say here. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Just get into position, there we go, and I'll just be collecting all that, thank you very much. That's a bigger looking fella. Also, the lag is now getting really extreme. How are the broadside guns? Yep, that definitely works. 3, 2, 1. And now just hold down fire. I love this thing so much, but the frame rate loss is getting so bad. Okay, what I'm going to do is despawn this for a second, go and pick up some missions, then we're going to do a mission using the wheeled variant, just to prove we can do mission. Oh, look at the little guy. Hello? All will be added to our collective. Our bouncy, bouncy collective. I also like how these missiles act like fireworks when there's no enemies around. Whee! Pop! Look at the size difference of that. Hello? Tree. Yep, that's what I was going to say. Hello, tree. Why does this feel so much harder to control now? It was fine earlier. I'm going mad, clearly. Blitz attack. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. Yes. Oh, I don't want to do this one because this is a new Sergeant Smash one. The character for Hawkeye. I want to do that in the new playthrough, so I'm leaving that. And I'll grab that as well. This one seems perfect, though. Blitz attack. Not that one. Where's the one close by? This particular blitz attack. Perfect. I'll spawn in the wheeled variant, and then we'll get going. Bike, I love you, but why are you so difficult to control right now? Okay. That was glitchy. So what just happened is I was just sitting here, and I got the Harvester mission complete. Wait. I didn't read it, did I? Did it perhaps talk about harvesting from the nodes instead? I mean, I'm okay with that, because that was a very, very easy amount of stuff to get in the last few seconds. Thank you very much. Ooh, money. Lovely. They just give me money now for nothing. First of all, you two need to be dealt with. Oh, focus on that one. He's trying to go for our techs. The mortars never really get to hit targets, I've noticed. How are you still alive? Oh, the missiles didn't even get their chance. What a shame. What's with this one? It's got a little, like, wing attached to it? Oh, it's got wings. I thought I only had one wing. It looked very odd then. Okay, let's go and do that mission. Excuse me, sir, you're stuck. You're not dying, are you? Because I'm healing you. Oh, there we go. I was keeping him at the brink of death in agony and pain that entire time, which honestly I'm okay with. Help me! I'm under attack! You've got to help me! Well, I don't really have to if I don't want to. I've noticed this tech has a much harder time with anchoring. It does obviously work, because we've already anchored before, but takes a little bit more effort. Well, my work here is done. Yeah, okay, I'm going to change a few things after this, just because the difficulty anchoring is really annoying. There we go, finally. It's also because this one is designed a lot more about being able to go up hills and not get stranded there. So because of that, it can't have things too low in the center, which is where the spin block is, so I can actually turn while doing this. No hiding underneath your friend's corpse. That's rude. You see what rudeness gets you? Mortars to the face. Thank you for saving me. You're welcome. I'm now going to devour you. You have been devoured. Let's just go wandering about, I think. Now, let's just go and find the next trade station. Let's go over there. I'll pick up the stuff later, maybe. I'll just leave the corpses there to slowly rot. Hello? Boing. Excuse me, friend. You're being very rude right now. This is so perfectly timed. Here's a question I have. What happens to the harvesters when I'm out of range? Because right now, I'm fairly certain they've probably despawned, which means... I'm just not making any money. Well, that answers that then. Excuse me, sir. Tiny little lasers are now hitting you. Yeah, I'm still not a massive fan of the Zeus cannons. At least this thing can definitely move on uneven terrain. It's still going to struggle from time to time, but so far, no issues. Which is probably now jinxed that, to be fair, but still. So right now, I do feel like a proper nomad. The nomad is just going over these hills, it's now in the desert, it was in the grass biome, and we're trying to find something of worth, which of course will be a trade depot. Oh, is that a sand? No, that is a salt flat. Okay, let's go there. Hello, tiny little ruins. I have a feeling this isn't going to be very elegant. Actually, it kind of was. Never mind. Nomad, I'm sorry I doubted you. Where are all of the trade depots? I just want to do one more mission. Now, these are miles away. I really should cancel these, actually, now I think about it. They're probably not helping the lag situation. Oh, look at that. When you cancel a mission... Oh, it stops you from moving. I thought the actual cancelling was causing me to stop. But no, it was just that. New mission, find the trade state. I know! That's what I'm doing! Pop. And goodbye. Easiest way up? Probably not this way, but we'll go this way anyway. Finally, a trade station. Still, overall, I have been quite happy with the Nomad's success at getting over all of these obstacles. Now, that would have been certain death, I will admit, because, well, look at this thing. That would not be able to bridge that gap. Though, it looks like if we go this way, it should be absolutely fine. I hope. The worst part's going to be when this lands. There's a chance that the weapons will get stuck. As long as they don't, then in that case, yeah, we should be fine from here on. Almost there. I keep underestimating it, I have to say. And now I have to tread all over your corpse just so I can get some trading done. Which sounds like a joke about capitalism, I've got to say. When did I remove the two little blades at the front? Oh, yeah, I removed these blades on this one, but they were still on the other one. Actually, no, I removed them from both. And now I wish I didn't, because right now, this whole problem would be solved by having a slightly lower blade. Aha! Or I can just hold down spacebar and use these to destroy the rocks. Okay, we're still fine. Still haven't got permanently stuck yet. Still have not needed to use the build beam. Though I am now very, very bouncily getting past this. There we go. That guy's corpse made everything so much more difficult. I'll blitz attack again. Still don't want to do that. Delivery crate up for grabs. Is that the one we have to find it? Sure, though. Let's do that one. We just came from there. Is there one in the other direction, maybe? But I wanted to continue, like, this way. Fine, let's go do the delivery crate one. Look, there's a delivery crate. I am well aware. What are you guys doing? Look, tiny lasers! Yeah, this version's definitely weaker than the tracked version. That's kind of the point, though. This is the Traveller, the other one is that. Oh, I just collected it. That was easier than I expected. I expected it'll be a bit more of a fight, honestly. Well, I'm really complaining, but still. Well, with that, I think I have proven that the Nomad will work well as a exploration vehicle, though definitely a lot more effort than things like the buggy we were using earlier. Just more for lore reasons. Honestly, the best way to go about this is to just use the bike or the buggy or whatever, get to where you want it, and then summon in this. And then if you're in a flat area, keep the Nomad without the wheels around. But I just like that it can do this, if so desired. And he's really annoying me. Excuse me, sir. I had to do a 3-point turn for you. Can't really aim with the Bertha cannons, which is a bit annoying. Oh, no, yes I can. Goodbye then. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode, and especially enjoyed the season, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff, helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Terratech is a series you wish to see return fairly soon. In the next season, when the next season comes out, whenever that is, we're going to be focusing on making money and fabrication for once. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.